me move this out of the way here. So you go into your app, you get logged in, and if you go to the menu button in the upper left there, you touch that menu button, and that pulls open your settings area. Well, you see that feature there called recipes. The first, second, third, the fourth one down, called recipes. Some of you techie people may know it as if this, then that. Well, a recipe is an if this happens, then do this automation rule kind of thing. So you can set up things, and it's right here on your app. Previously, we were having to set those kind of things up on the web portal. Now, the one thing you do, you still have to set up your scenes on the web portal, like set up a scene to do whatever this is, and I'll show you that here in a second. So basically, you go into there and just hit that plus button. Now, if you've got a system set up and your app up and running, you can do this with me. You just hit that plus button there. And if this happens, so this is how it starts. If this happens, then I want that to happen. So there's several options here of if this, and it's based on what you currently have installed on your system. Like down at the bottom there, if a garage door is open. If you don't have the garage door controller on your PulsarHalo system, then that's not even going to show up as an option for you. If you don't have a door lock on your PulsarHalo system, the lock or door is open or unlocked, it's not going to be available for you. But so it bases on the things that you currently have available. The one I really like is if a sensor is open, which that's what turns every one of our sensors into triggers, as well as security. They can also be triggers. The other option you can do is you can take them out of the security. Now, in order to do that, you actually have to call into PulsarHalo and say, Zone 6, I've got on my liquor cabinet, for instance. I want to take that out of my security monitoring because I don't want the police to get called if somebody opens up my liquor cabinet by accident, and if we're there and the system is armed. So if that's a preferred option for you, here's a great example that I have out at the farm. I've got an outdoor motion sensor set up, and I wanted all my outdoor cameras to record the whole premises when that motion sensor gets tripped. So I go into a sensor is opened. Now let me go to my farm account. Here's another thing you can do if you didn't know. If you have more than one system, you can link those systems just by going into this location button. So when I hit this little switch there, I'm switching from my home account. I can go to the Malberg farm account, so I can just boom. That way I don't have to re-log in with username and password to go to a different account. I can set it up right here in the app. So now here I'm at the farm. It's armed to away, but if I go into my recipes in here, you will see I've already got some recipes set up. And one of them is when a garage door is opened, I want it to disarm the system. If somebody's got my garage door controller, like when I show up and I open the garage door, it just automatically disarms my security system for me because it knows that somebody there is authorized to open that garage door. Or if a sensor was opened, like the garage motion, I can run a scene so the indoor cameras record. The second one, third one down, if a sensor was open, the outdoor motion, run the scene to outdoor record. So if I were to set that up, I'll hit this plus button here. So I want when a sensor is open, which basically when a sensor is tripped, think of it like when your door is opened. Well, it's just the terminology is the same thing. When the motion detector detects motion, it shows an open signal. So when a sensor is open, now it asks you which sensor. Well, I wanted my outdoor motion sensor, so I touch that. Then, what do you want to have happen? Do you want the garage door to open? Do you want to set the thermostat? Do you want it to just email you, letting you know that that sensor was open? So that's where you can go and set that up. So I chose to run a scene, and now this is where I said you have to have a scene created. So I've got a scene in my system called Outdoor Cameras Record. I set up the scene, I named it Outdoor Record. What do I want to have happen when that outdoor record scene is triggered? I want my 3 outdoor cameras to record. Well, that's already pre-set up, so now I can just go in here and run a scene. I've got all cameras record, indoor cameras record, and outdoor record, so I just touch outdoor record, and boom, now it's set up. Now, obviously, I've got 2 of the same thing here. Sensor was opened outdoor motion. Oh, so I didn't create it because it was already created. Garage is open. So you can go ahead and play around with that a little bit. Go into it. I'm going to switch back to my other account because I haven't set up any scenes on that. So I'm going to set up a recipe here that if the alarm is triggered, I'm going to choose that. If the alarm is triggered by which sensor? Well, I'm going to say the front door. What do I want to have happen? Set a dimmer to selected level. So I'm going to have it turn on a device. If the alarm is triggered, I want it to turn on the outside lights. Boom. Now I just set that up. Now you can activate it or disactivate it. You can just turn it off or on, depending on, if you say, I don't want to delete it, I just want to turn it off, well, you can turn it off right there. So another if this, then that. If it is a set time or schedule, so this is where you can set up scheduled recipes. So I can select daily. Say I want it to happen same time every day. And I can choose a time. Let's do specific time. Want to be where's the 0 at? There we go. I'm going to do it at 11. Oh, AM, PM. I don't know why it's not showing me an AM or PM. Okay, once I hit save, it's PM. So at a specific time. Done. Am I missing a button here? What the heck? Okay. After the check. Then I want what to happen. I want that time. I want it to arm go away, or I want it to disarm, or I want to set the thermostat to a certain temperature. So I'm going to change the thermostat. Supports a temperature, then only a thermostat. Okay, so then you got to hit check. Whoop. Uh-oh. I haven't figured out that one yet, so anyway, it's still a work in progress, but there are many of these things that are working now. I never figured out how to do the thermostat one, so go in there and play with that a little bit, try things out. A door lock is open, a door lock is locked, so at midnight I want security system is armed. Garage door is closed. So there's several different things you can do in there. Obviously, use those sensors. So if a sensor is open, like the front door, I want to run a scene. Oh, see, there's what I wanted. The kitchen camera record. So there, when the front door sensor is open, it's going to run a kitchen camera record scene. So, that's where my front door is. So. Anyway, that's it. I just wanted to go through that and let you know that was available. I know, like I said, it's been on there a while. It hasn't been available to work, and whatever new update came through, that thing is available to work now. So we're improving things every day on both sides of the spectrum, whether it's the app, the back office, videos that we're coming out with, all kinds of good things. So I think Brian left me, so I'm on my own to say sayonara. Another episode of PulsarHalo TV in the bag. Go ahead and go out and talk to some people. Show them what you got, because all we got to do is show people what we got, and they want it. It's happening every day. So stay with it. Keep moving. Keep using your system. Get knowledgeable about it. Best way to learn how to talk about your system is know how to use it. And then you can talk with confidence. So with that, I am done. Big T signing off from snowy Minnesota. Have a fantastic evening. We'll talk to you next week.